Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're going to take a look at the reissue G1 Ratchet, plus the Gear4Toys GT01R Ratchet Head and Arms add-on. I was really excited about getting the reissue of Ratchet, because he was a figure that I coveted as a child. Now that I have him as an adult, I don't know why I liked him as a kid, because he was a terrible figure. Absolutely horrible. I don't know how this passed as a representation of the G1 figure, but let's get in and I'll show you why. Some really nice box art. I mean, obviously this is the exact box art that was used for the G1 figure. Just Japanese lettering now. All the words are in Japan, or all the words are in Japanese. And this would be number 6 on the reissue scale or reissue list. I don't know exactly what they're up to yet, or what they're up to now, but I think they're pretty high. If you can look inside the box now, there's the instructions and the stickers. Not a huge fan of stickers. You can see this is new. Let's move the box up a bit. They have included this. This is one thing I do not remember having on the G1 box. Is a punch-out piece for the windshield and the head. So that's new. Close that up. Put that back here. So there's how Ratchet comes in the box. It's all his weaponry. Doesn't actually have a gun for his hand, but he has all these missiles and rockets and stuff, which I never remember anything in the show being him having. So let's get the figure out. There it is. And yeah, the only thing, I'm not even going to touch the missiles and the rockets. I'll show you the one little gun that attaches to his thing here. There, that'll work. So that goes into that, and we'll deal with that in a second. Put that aside. Alright, so there's the figure. It's got the rub symbol on it. On the G1 figure, I don't remember it being up at the front like this, but anyway, it's there, and you can't see it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it works. So yeah. Anyway, the what makes these G1 figures so awesome is the rubber wheels. I mean, this guy rolls, and you can hardly hear it. It's fantastic. But then let's do some transformation here. This whole back piece comes off and becomes like I don't know what it would be called, a gun, I don't know, sea-doo or skidoo or something. Basically, he rides it, and it has a gun on it. So we can flip down those wheels there, flip these doors thing again, pop the gun up. And there's a little seat in there. I don't know who that's supposed to be for, because it sure as hell doesn't fit Ratchet. And this is where this gun goes. It just kind of plops in the front here. So you now have that. But this is Ratchet's like gunship, if you want to call it that. And then those missiles that are on the tree in the box there, they go in there. and then they can fire. So anyway, that's his little gunship. And with modern Transformers, they would have used all of that for the figure. They wouldn't have anything break off like that. But now we have this. This basically is Ratchet. And there is not a lot here to work with. So we flip down the feet, and the feet are done. Pull the arms out, and you turn it so that it faces forward. Guess what that is? It's his face. Wow, what a waste. You turn the arms around, pull them in a bit, like that, and you can spin the hands around, because you don't want white on the outside. That's just silly. And that's Ratchet. That's a horrible, horrible figure. It doesn't look anything like Ratchet from the G1 show. The windshield being the head, I mean, it's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. But this, in the mid-80s, this passed for Ratchet. And it sold very well. I mean, I bought one of them for myself at least. So I guess he would stand behind his little gunship here. Or on it. Does he stand on it? Doesn't appear that he does. No, let's just put him behind it here. And yeah, so he just kind of stands with his gunship there. So yeah, this was Ratchet. And I always liked Ratchet, and I was really disappointed with the fact that nobody had really done anything with Ratchet. But we now have something. Gear4Toys came out with this head and arms add-on kit. And this was a must-have. I found the add-on kit at TFCon this year. I've been looking for it forever, because I actually found Ratchet himself on eBay with shipping included, $25. It was an amazing deal. So I said, now that I've got Ratchet, I have to find this kit. And unfortunately, I was having such a difficult time getting a hold of Gears4Toys that I was just hoping that I found it at TFCon, and thankfully I did. So let's open it up here and get the head and arms kit out. It does come with instructions. So there are the instructions there. The instructions picture Ironhide, which, as we all know, Ironhide is the exact same mold as Ratchet. So the instructions work. And this is how he comes. It's just the torso. There's a little bag in there which contains a gun, because Ratchet now has a gun, because he has working hands. It's fabulous. Let's open that up there. We'll take out the gun first, since we can. There that is. And we get Ratchet out. So there he is there. And the arms are fully articulated as much as you can expect. You have an elbow joint, and you have a shoulder joint, and the wrists swivel. His head does swivel back and forth. And guess what? Oh snap, it lights up. So there you go. And obviously the gun goes in his hand. So there you go. And from what I can remember, I haven't watched any of the earlier G1 episodes, I do recall his gun being very similar to this. So yeah, good for them for getting it right. So the installation of this is really simple. There is no like area for this to click into, so you actually just have to kind of use pressure. So what you got to do is you got to twist his arms around to the back, just kind of put them together like that, tire to tire. And since they're like that, you just plop the add-on in. Just kind of hold it on there, and then you bend the arms back, and then the pressure of the tires actually do hold it in place. just like that. And there we go. You can barely see the hands just popping up off the top there. Right there. And there he is. We can put the gun in his hand. And yeah, he's got a little bit more kibble on the back, for sure. But from the front, that's Ratchet. Oh, it's a little bit... He's much more top heavy, that's for sure. So you may have to angle him forward a little bit more. But that's a way better Ratchet. Like 100 times better. Get a closer look here. You can see the head sculpt. The little fin on his head could be a little smaller. I have noticed it's slightly on the large side. The head's kind of tiny. It could be a little bigger. But I'm not really complaining all that much. The fact that this add-on exists, it makes me happy. So I'm really not going to gripe all that much about the little details. It doesn't overly need the lights, because they are a little overpowering. So I don't believe I'll ever use the lights. But yeah, it's fabulous. It's really well worth the money to get one of these, if you can find one of them. It was hell trying to find one of these things, and if it weren't for TFCon and the vendor that actually had a few of them sitting there, then I would never have found it. So thank you to that particular vendor, which I never did actually get his name or company name or card or whatever. But he did say that he had multiples of them. There were 3 of them sitting on the table at the time, and he did say that he had a lot of them. So I appreciate that. The only other way I found to get one was on eBay, where somebody was selling an Ironhide and a Ratchet one together for $100, and that's ridiculous. So yeah, I paid $30 for the add-on, and $25 basically for the Ratchet figure. So yeah, it was well worth it. I really do like it. So in closing, I just want to say that if anybody does have an affinity for G1 figures, specifically Ratchet or Ironhide, I would highly recommend picking up this Gear4Toys kit. The other option is there is this add-on for just the head, which you can easily get, but then the head's way up at the top, and then the arms are down where they're normally supposed to be, and it looks dumb. It looks really dumb. Most places are throwing that thing in for free when you buy the figure. Don't settle for that one. Don't, because this Gear4Toys one is way better than that little piece of crap. You just gotta find it. So if you really like Ratchet or Ironhide, put in the legwork and find the Gear4Toys add-on, because it really does pay off. This thing is pardon the pun, heads and tails better now that it has it. Anyway, this is Cybertronian Beast saying I'll talk to you later.